A major U.S. nonprofit engaged in pay-to-play politics, also known as corruption. One of the organization's founders is a former president, and another was Secretary of State. Donors to the foundation included some of the richest and most powerful people and corporations in the world. And in exchange for their donations, they received special access, favors, protection, and lucrative business deals. The Clinton Foundation is
a money-making machine known as Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton was using the charity for his own purposes. And it turns out, though, that one of the people at the foundation collecting outside income, it was her father. He was paid a salary of $3.5 million a year by a Clinton confidence consulting company. It's called Teneo. That person, Doug Bann, also co-founded the Clinton Global Initiative. And that came out of the recent book, Man of the World, by author Joe Conason. This latest development is on top of new revelations of a $12 million offer to the Clinton Foundation from the King of Morocco just for a meeting between the King and Bill Clinton and Chelsea Clinton. Also, a $1 million birthday present from Qatar for Bill Clinton. That came at a time when Qatar was supporting terrorist organizations, including al-Qaeda. And don't forget the more than $17 million payday over 5 years for Bill Clinton as honorary chancellor of the for-profit college, Laureate International.
We've never before had a Secretary of State renting out American foreign policy. We've never had an ex-president essentially convert politics into a business. Remember, the Clintons haven't actually produced anything. They've never started a business. Their product actually is politics and political influence, and that's what they're trading in, and it's really quite a sickening sight.
You know, the Washington Post calculated, they said $3 billion is what the Clintons have raised for their charity and their political activities. Could you point this to the year 2000 when Hillary Clinton decided to run for the Senate, got Al Gore really angry, and that's when the Clinton machine really launched out of the wreckage of what happened with the Monica Lewinsky scandal?
Yeah, the Clintons somehow realized that they were in a very good position to convert their influence into cash, and they could do this very effectively starting in about the year 2000. When the Haiti earthquake exploded, right after that, the Clintons strategically positioned themselves. Mrs. Clinton, of course, was in a position as Secretary of State. And then later, Bill Clinton was appointed by the UN to be the sort of representative for Haiti. And so the two of them were in a position to intercept this huge flow of money, some of it coming from American taxpayers, but much of it also coming from around the world. And they were the sort of gatekeepers of this money. And no surprise, not all of it ended up in Haiti.
The international community responded in the way that you would expect it to. That is, large amounts of money were committed. Up to $13 billion from international relief organizations.
And of course, you had the official role of the State Department,
which would be point on U.S. taxpayer dollars going to Haiti for the purposes of relief.
I want to assure the people of Haiti that the United States is a friend, a partner, and a supporter.
Hillary Clinton's State Department would oversee the reconstruction effort, with Chief of Staff Cheryl Mills responsible for the allocation of U.S. tax dollars through USAID. And Bill Clinton, already appointed Special Envoy to Haiti for the United Nations, was named co-chair of the Interim Haiti Recovery Commission, along with a former Haitian Prime Minister. So this was clearly a Clinton operation from the beginning. Now, the Haitians had their own ideas about how best to rebuild their country. They wanted new roads. They wanted buildings rebuilt. And that's what you would expect. This is how you recover from an earthquake. The problem is that the Clintons had their own agenda, the interests of major donors who had a vested interest in spending that money in Haiti in ways that would benefit them. The single largest relief project that the United States committed taxpayer dollars to, $124 million to be exact, was a project called Caracol, a textile factory that was built in the northern part of the country that was supposed to create some 60,000 jobs and was supposed to create tremendous economic growth.
There's a problem here already. You see, the earthquake affected the southern part of Haiti. The northern part of the country was entirely unaffected.
But who were the beneficiaries of this? Companies like Gap, Target, and Walmart, to name a few. The Caracol factory was built, but it didn't create 60,000 jobs. It created barely 5,000 jobs. But the major American companies who got textiles tariff-free, made at low wages, benefited enormously.
The Clintons had very grand plans to build large tracts of homes.
The New Settlements program was supposed to build 15,000 homes for $53 million. Instead, it built 2,600 homes, less than a quarter of the original estimate, for $90 million, or $47 million over budget.
And they got away with it.
So how much do connections to the Clintons matter when you're talking about Haiti? Consider the case of gold mining. The government of Haiti had not granted a gold mining concession in 50 years. They decided to do so during the reconstruction of their country, which was being overseen by Bill and Hillary Clinton. What company did they select to get this gold mining permit? A company called VCS Mining. VCS Mining had very little experience in gold mining, but what did they have? They had connections. Shortly after they got that concession, someone joined their board of directors. It just happened to be Tony Rodham, brother of Hillary Rodham Clinton.
Let me talk about the children.
Yeah.
The children, tens of thousands of them, maybe hundreds of thousands, have been separated from their families, many of them. Families dead, families lost, families moved out. What is being done to corral these children, to register them, to make sure no further harm comes to them?
It's one of the biggest problems that we have, and this morning during the coordination meeting with the international community, I addressed the question of the adoption, because I have a lot of petition for that, but they have to be very prudent, because there is a lot of cautious, because there is a lot of traffic in that those kind of.
You mean illegal child trafficking?
Yeah, even if it's it seems to be legal, but a lot of organizations, they come and they say there were children on the street. We are going to bring them to the States, and we have already reports of a lot of trafficking, even of organ trafficking.
Of organ trafficking?
Yeah.
Now
already.
Of the victims of the earthquake?
Yeah. So.
Do you know that for sure?
Yeah, I know that for sure, and it was discussed in Montreal during the conference.
And do you know for sure that children are being trafficked now?
There is children trafficking for children and adult person also, because they need all type of organs. So.
No, but I mean live children. Are they being trafficked now?
These are some of the 33 Haitian children an American Baptist group allegedly tried to unlawfully take out of the country on Saturday. Orphans and abandoned children, victims of the earthquake, some as young as 2 months old. The Haitian authorities stopped the bus they were on as they were about to cross into neighboring Dominican Republic. With them were 10 Americans. They are now in police custody. And they reportedly say they were planning to set up an orphanage for the children in the Dominican Republic.
Our understanding was that, and we were told by a number of people, including Dominican authorities, that we would be able to bring the children across. I understand that. Sir, that's the mistake obviously we made, is we did not understand that there was additional paperwork required.
The group insists this was an act of charity, not profit.
Good morning everyone. We are providing counselor services. We have full access to them. The American ambassador is speaking with his counterparts in the Haitian government. Obviously, this is a matter for the Haitian judicial system. We're going to continue to provide support, as we do in every instance like this, to American citizens who have been charged, and hope that this matter can be resolved in an expeditious way.
Hillary Clinton was sent email updates from Uma Abedin and other associates regarding Silsby's incarceration and developing legal case. This was not the first time Silsby found herself facing child trafficking charges. Silsby had been caught once before by Haitian police attempting to traffic 40 children out of the country. However, in that incident, no charges were brought against her, and she was merely turned back at the border. A week after Silsby was apprehended the second time, on February 7th, 2010, former President Bill Clinton appointed Silsby a lawyer by the name of Jorge Puello. Puello was successful in getting Silsby's charges reduced to 6 months. Jorge Puello also had a colorful history with human trafficking. He was convicted of operating an international sex trafficking ring involving women and underage girls out of Central America and Haiti. Puello's wife was also arrested on the same charges.
Well, the trail of bodies that are left behind by the Clinton Foundation keep growing. Klaus Eberwen is a former Haitian government official who was found dead in a South Dade motel room with what the police are calling suicide. He shot himself in the head, according to Veronica Lamar, the Miami-Dade Medical Examiner Records supervisor, and listed his death as 12:19 p.m. The address where his body was discovered, according to police, was 1401 South Dixie Highway, which is a Quality Inn. He's a supporter of a former Haitian President, Michael Martelly. Eberwin served as Director General for the Government Economic Development Agency, Fonds d'Assistance Économique et Sociale, better known as FAES. He held the position from May 2012 until February 2015, when he was replaced. Now, what very limited media coverage there is of his death forgets to mention is that he was due to appear next Tuesday before the Haitian Senate Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, where he was widely expected to testify that the Clinton Foundation misappropriated Haitian recovery funds that were given by donors after the tremendous earthquake several years ago. Now, according to Eberwin, a paltry 0.6, that's 0.6% of the donations granted by the donors to the Clinton Foundation, with the express purpose of directly assisting Haitians who had suffered from the earthquake, actually ended up in the hands of Haitian organizations. A further 9.6% ended up in the hands of the Haitian government. The remaining 89.8 or $5.4 billion was funneled to non-Haitian organizations. Eberwin said at a protest outside the Clinton Foundation headquarters in Manhattan last year, the Clinton Foundation, they are criminals, they are thieves, they are liars, and they are a disgrace.
Dr. Dean Lorich, an orthopedic surgeon who volunteered in Haiti and exposed Clinton Foundation corruption and malpractice on the island, has been found dead in New York. He was 54. Dr. Lorich was found by his 11-year-old daughter on the bathroom floor of his Tony Upper East Side apartment with a knife in his chest at around 1 p.m. on Monday. The knife missed the surgeon's heart, leaving him to bleed out and be found by his daughter. Despite the fact police were called to the property regarding an assault, they instantly registered the death as suicide and closed the case. One of the United States' leading surgeons, Dr. Lorich, was part of the relief effort sent by the U.S. to assist the relief effort led by the Clinton Foundation in Haiti after the devastating 2010 earthquake. However, Dr. Lorich was disgusted by the shameful Clinton Foundation operation, and voiced his concerns to Hillary Clinton directly. Unsatisfied with her response, he went public, writing an article published by CNN, accusing the Clinton Foundation of widespread corruption and malpractice in Haiti that cost the lives of thousands of children. Billions of dollars were raised by the Clinton Foundation to help the Haitians, but the vast bulk of this money was funneled to Clinton friends and
New evidence, as if we needed more, of the pay-to-play politics. Hillary Clinton's State Department gave favorable treatment to, quote, friends of Bill Clinton after devastating Haitian earthquake. This is according to the newly released emails that we are seeing.
In 2010, we had an earthquake that killed 315,000 people. That's really a deadly earthquake, and millions were left without shelter. President Obama named Bill Clinton as the one that should be in charge of the reconstruction of Haiti. And in that process, the Clinton Foundation, through U.S. taxpayers' money, and people giving money worldwide to the Clinton Foundation for relief effort to Haiti, contributed about $14.3 billion. We're talking about $1 billion, okay? And The Haitian people has not seen not even 2% of that money.
2%?
Nothing was done in Haiti. They were given millions of dollars from that money, and nothing was actually done in Haiti. Yeah. Haiti, just like everything the Clinton have done, is pay for play, and they control Haiti, and they have been controlling Haiti since 1994 when they invaded Haiti. Yeah. Myself, I can tell you that back in August of 1994, I was always in contact with U.S. officials. Yeah. And one of the person that came to see me in Haiti and talked to me for about 4 hours was ex-former Congressman Bill Richardson. And I explained to Bill the exact situation that was happening in Haiti. A week later, a messenger from the U.S. Embassy came to me with a message from Bill Clinton, offered to buy me out, make me the richest man in Haiti.
Okay.
I refused. I said, tell Mr. Clinton, I am not for sale.
Okay.
A week later, my visa, at that time I was not a citizen of the United States. My residence visa was revoked by executive order from Bill Clinton.
Sir,
I mean, what the Clinton have done in Haiti is unbelievable, and the American people should know about it.
Yeah. Absolutely. We're up against a hard break. It's going to cut us off. I hope that you will come back and tell us more about your story, because this is so important. The foundation said their work has focused on helping the people of Haiti in their time of urgent need. Obviously, you disagree.
The foundation has raised roughly $2 billion since its creation in 2001. Over $48 million of that's been from overseas governments. As Secretary of State under President Obama, Hillary Clinton was in a unique position to reward those countries for their generosity. Take Saudi Arabia, for example. They gave between $10 and $25 million to the Clinton Foundation. Seems like a wide range, right? Well, that's all we can tell you, because that's all the Clinton Foundation will publicly disclose. As Secretary of State, Clinton had the power to approve or deny arms deals between American companies and foreign nations. So which foreign nation got her approval for a massive $29 billion weapons deal in 2011? Surprise, surprise, Saudi Arabia. Now, some Clinton defenders, and there are still some, not many, but they're out there, might say that's just a coincidence. After all, there's nothing that unusual about US firms selling weapons to the Saudis. Maybe not. But was this a coincidence too? Boeing, the defense contractor that manufactures the F-15 fighter jet that the Saudis were hoping to acquire in the deal, gave $900,000 to the Clinton Foundation just 2 months before the deal was finalized. Now, why would they do that, do you think? You've got to hand it to the Clintons, managing to get payoffs from both sides of that deal. It's truly world-class corruption that comes with years of practice. In fact, under Hillary Clinton, the State Department approved $165 billion worth of commercial arms sales to 20 nations whose governments gave money to the Clinton Foundation. That was nearly double the value of American arms sales made to those countries and approved by the State Department during the same period of George W. Bush's second term. But it must just be a coincidence. And here's another one. In 2009, Chevron, ConocoPhillips, and a trade association funded by ExxonMobil lobbied Hillary Clinton's State Department for a new oil pipeline from Canada to Wisconsin. Just in case the lobbying wasn't enough, those 3 companies also donated between $2 and $3 million to the Clinton Foundation. Hillary approved the permit for the pipeline that same year. What a lot of coincidences the Clintons seem to be accumulating. This next one is Bill's. On his last day in office, President Clinton pardoned financier Mark Rich, who fled to Switzerland after being indicted on multiple federal charges, including tax evasion. How merciful. I guess it's just a coincidence that Mark Rich's wife, Denise, made a number of large donations to the Clinton Presidential Foundation, including $250,000 in 1998, $100,000 in 1999, and $100,000 in 2000, the year before her husband was pardoned. To paraphrase Shakespeare's Merchant of Venice, the quality of mercy is not strained, it droppeth, like giant checks into the Clintons' bank account. In 2010, Bill used his Clinton Global Initiative, an arm of the foundation that arranges corporate donations to various causes, to steer $2 million towards a company called Energy Pioneer Solutions, which was partially owned by his close friend, Julie Tauber McMahon. He also personally endorsed her company to the Secretary of Energy, earning it an $800,000 grant by the Department of Energy. In January 2014, the Fragrance Foundation, a trade group for the perfume industry, paid Bill Clinton $260,000 to give a speech that lasted less than an hour. Following the talk, the Clinton Foundation organized and partially funded a lime tree planting effort in Haiti that directly benefited Swiss company Firmenich International, one of the world's largest fragrance and flavoring suppliers. Clinton's $260,000 speaking fee wasn't even a donation to the foundation. It was reported as personal income. In fact, he was paid more than $100 million for speeches between 2001 and 2013. And since leaving the White House, he's made at least $26 million in speaking fees from companies and organizations that also donated to his foundation. Why do the Clintons get to double dip into these donors' pockets? It's simple, really. The more money these donors give to the Clintons, the more favor they find with one of the world's most powerful families. Here's another example. Following the horrific 2010 earthquake in Haiti, the government of Haiti set up a recovery committee chaired by Bill Clinton. Bill's committee asked Irish mobile telephone service provider Digicel to create a system to transfer relief money to Haiti via cell phones. In 6 months, Digicel brought in more than $50 million in revenue in Haiti. Here's the kicker. Digicel was run by Irish billionaire Dennis O'Brien, who set up a number of paid speeches for Bill Clinton and also donated millions of his own money to the Clinton Foundation. Another benefit of giving to the Clintons was special access to meetings with Hillary while she was Secretary of State. An AP investigation found that more than half the people outside the government who met with Hillary in the first half of her tenure gave money to the Clinton Foundation. Their total donation amount? Over $150 million. Even Chelsea Clinton warned of serious concerns over conflicts of interest at the foundation, especially in connection with a secretive lobbying firm, Teneo, set up by Hillary Clinton's former fundraiser and Bill Clinton's right-hand man. Many of Teneo's clients were also Clinton Foundation donors. Emails exposed by WikiLeaks showed Chelsea raising red flags because Teneo officials were using Bill Clinton's name to set up meetings for their lobbying clients like Dow Chemical and Coca-Cola, and hustling for clients at the Clinton Global Initiative. While all this was going on, Hillary's top aide, Huma Abedin, was a paid consultant to this lobbying firm, Teneo, while she was working at the State Department. And we haven't even mentioned the Uranium One deal, another Clinton coincidence, where Frank Giustra, who owned the uranium mining company Eurasia that later merged with Uranium One before it was sold to the Russians, donated over $30 million to the Clinton Foundation. The Clinton business model is the swamp in its most perfect form. Let's end with the words of legendary New York Times columnist Maureen Dowd, who pretty much nailed it. Someday, the Clintons should give their tin cup to the Smithsonian. It's one of the wonders of the world.